Local museums, wherever they are, all tend to share one similarity. Each one is intimately connected to the area they lie in. They may be big or they may be small, but they can all tell the story of a town's heritage. Well, here by the college town of Montevallo, Alabama, lies a museum that is no exception. Hey guys, Blue Earth Media here, and welcome to the Aldrich Coal Mining Museum. Dating as far back as 1815, 4 years before the state of Alabama was even founded, there has been coal mining in central Alabama. These rich mines helped sustain the young state for decades until they were kicked into overdrive when Birmingham was founded in 1871 and the steel industry kicked off. The center of Alabama is the only place in the world where all three crucial ingredients for steelmaking can be found in close proximity. This created a boom in the coal mining industry in Alabama, localizing just outside the growing city of Birmingham. This is the story that the Aldrich Coal Mining Museum tells.
The museum, it is a labor of love. My grandfather, Henry Empfinger, started this using his photos that he took as a child of the city that he grew up in. It's his passion. He loves to preserve the history of this. He thinks more people need to come and see the history that built up the area that they live in. Montevallo itself wouldn't be the town it is without the coal that was produced in this mine. Coal was actually discovered in these parts in the 1830s. It was not produced for general public use until the 50s when the Aldrich family actually moved here from New York. They actually started a mining operation. They proceeded to sell it to the Thomases, who turned it into a major operation using the trade name Montevallo Coal. It was the first commercially produced coal to have a trade name. The mine itself shut down July 5th, 1942, when it became too expensive for them to continue operations in this area.
The museum here features two separate exhibition halls: the Old Company Store and Farrington Hall, which was built in 1908 by the Aldridge family. It features many spectacular things, including paintings and ironworks by Giuseppe Moretti, a very famous sculptor and the father of the Vulcan there in Birmingham.
Farrington Hall was built as sort of an office and playground type area. It did have several gaming rooms, a billiard room, a couple of small offices. It was built by Mr. and Mrs. Aldridge when they moved here and they started their mining operation. It became the actual office for the mines when they sold it to the Thomas family. Yes, this was the company store. The mining company built it, owned it, operated it. This building is just the mining history. It's a tribute to the mining that took place in this area, that built this area.
And it's not just these two buildings either. If you ask them nicely, and you aren't scared of a few thorns, they'll take you to go see the mines themselves.
Currently the mine entrance is through the woods. It's a little bit of a trail. Where we are right now, right across the lawn is Farrington Hall, and then it's catty corner through the woods to get out to the mine entrance.
Of course, the mines have been flooded out and you can't really go inside, but it's still cool to see where the operations actually happened.
So we really hope to get that cleared out and cleaned. So it's a lot easier for people to go out and see what used to be the basis of the actual core mining operation, the storerooms, the fan house, the mine entrance and exit itself. There's a ventilation shaft. So it's still all there. Just got to uncover it. As far as expanding the Aldrich Coal Mine, our future plans are to finish uncovering some of the relics. There's numerous ponds and bases for greenhouses that were across this property. We hope to dig that out, get those back up to looking as they did when the Aldridges lived here and started this community. That is something that we think people need to see.
But don't worry if you wanted to go see the inside of a mine, because they can still guide you through their simulated mine.
The coal mine, the simulated coal mine, we do have obviously a fake canary. We don't put living birds in our exhibits. Our convicts are down in there. We've got tools of the trade that were used digging out a slope mine. Those are all in there. So it's also a lot cooler, so it's real nice to go into during the summer when it's really hot outside. We do have the only monument dedicated to all coal miners. It is made out of granite. It is shaped like a coal car, but it's a tribute to all coal miners across the country. The Aldrich Coal Mine is unique because there isn't another one like it. This is the only one like it down here in the South, especially in Alabama. We're real lucky to have it here in Shelby County.
The Aldrich Coal Mining Museum may be small, but it has a lot of heart. It tells a story that is both unique and one that many small towns across the U.S. tend to share. It was started by a man trying to preserve his own history and heritage, and it created a museum that will teach you about the infrastructure that kept this country growing. But even if you're not from this small town, go out and check your own. I'm sure you'll find a museum that tells your story just as well. Blue Earth Media out.
So if y'all would like to learn more about the Aldrich Coal Mining Museum, we do have a Facebook and a Twitter account, and you can find us on both of those at Aldridge Museum. And that is Aldrich, Aldrich, not Aldridge, because we pronounce it with a G, but it's not.